I'm Elsie Jamison, realtor with Grace Realty and leader of the Upper Township Real Estate Group. And something's been really bugging me. I'm here with John Klingerman, owner of Bad Boys Pest Control, to talk about it. John has brought with him some damage caused by termites, carpenter ants, and as well as some other bugs that we're going to talk about. So John, can you tell us what the bugs we've got here are?
Sure, thanks for having us as well. Little variety. But we use these glue boards in homes frequently to let us know what's going on. Usually after a service, my crew will put them out to monitor what's going on in the house. But each board has something unique in bugs. This board has ground beetles, which we find in a lot of homes this time of year, flies, yellow jackets. This guy we just caught while we're sitting here, he was a little fly as well. The one next to it would be wolf spiders. Everybody's afraid of wolf spiders. These are the wolf spiders. They're pretty big. This is about the size of a 50-cent piece, but they can get a little bit bigger. But nothing to be worried about. They're not poisonous. You'll see them in homes. You'll be scared of them, but they only eat bugs. That's all they do. And the last board, this one, is what we call water bugs. These are found outside of a restaurant in a trap that we had right by a door. Very common bug as well. They are finding moisture under trash cans and dumpsters, that kind of thing. Sometimes they'll sneak in a home, they'll sneak into restaurants. They're harmless, but they're ugly. And they can get big. These are kind of small, but they can get about an inch to an inch and a quarter in full size.
And I think this one too with the June bugs.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Yep. We got June bugs, which we see every year from May to June. This guy here is what we call a wood roach. The wood roach itself is out between May and August. As soon as the weather breaks and stays warm, they go to your lights at night on your house. And they follow all the bugs. They eat other bugs. But people see them in their homes and think they're regular roaches. They're not. They can only survive 24 to 48 hours inside your home. They won't reproduce, so they won't invade your kitchens and that kind of thing. Best thing to do with that as a remedy would be to change your outside lights to yellow this time of year. Another wolf spider up top.
What else will the yellow lights outside?
They'll keep away mosquitoes, they'll keep away gnats, pretty much any bug that's attracted to lights.
That's good.
If you change it to a different color, it'll definitely change all the bugs coming to your house.
Yeah, because I hate when I open my front door and the lights are by the porch light and they zoom in.
Yes.
I got to change it to orange.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Or yellow.
Or yellow. Okay. Okay. Well, that's good to know. No one likes a wolf spider in their house, so these traps seem really helpful. Let's talk about some of this damage here.
Sure. This first piece is from termites. This is taken off a door frame, actually right here in Upper Township. This is what termites do and what damage looks like. There's no active termites in this. This board's pretty old, but this probably took 6 months or so to do. There was internal damage as well to the house. We just had taken this off for saving purposes so we can educate people. This one was actually carpenter ants. Looks very similar to the damage here, but the difference is it's dry. You don't see the dirt like you see here. This is all like mud. Termites need soil to survive. They have no exoskeleton. So what happens is they bring dirt up with them. And as they do, they make all these tunnels, and it follows in with soil. But once they leave this, and the carpenter ants invade it, and they make their own little home out of it. This was, I think, another door frame as well.
The damage that we see as realtors that can cause a lot of problems is when the termites get into the floor joists and some of the foundation and the sill plates, yes, things like that. So what can we do to prevent that?
Yearly inspections. Okay. Have a trained eye go in once a year and inspect it. some people don't realize, even though the house was treated a couple years prior, or 5 years prior, or 10 years prior, they can come back. And if it's not inspected every year and kept an eye on, they could do the damage like they did here to joists and sill plates and main beams of homes, flooring, subflooring. So.
And you recommend, for example, we just did an inspection on a home where we found bugs in the mulch around that tree.
Yes.
And it was closer than 20 feet to the home.
Yes.
So tell us more about what you recommend in that situation.
Well, anytime if we don't find termites inside of a home, we find them outside of the home within 15 to 20 feet radius, we feel that the termites could go to the home. So as industry standards, we do recommend a treatment once we find something of that nature that's close. If it's 50, 60 feet away, we're not so worried about it. And also if the house is previously treated, we wouldn't be as worried either if they were 50 feet away. But when they're only 10 to 20 feet away, we always recommend a treatment unless there's a history on the home that it was treated within 5 years.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Can termites cause damage to trees?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they will eat a tree.
They can eat a tree. Absolutely.
And
a lot of times in trees, you'll find two coexisting wood-destroying insects. You find carpenter ants and termites. Because the carpenter ants are at war with the termites and that kind of thing.
Oh, okay. So when
for example, we have a tree right in front of us here that was probably wiped out from a storm and then invaded by carpenter ants.
And they'll stay till it's destroyed.
Till it's destroyed.
Okay.
Yep. That's why you wonder when you see big oak trees fall over all of a sudden, because the inside's gone.
Oh, and that's
a big hole.
Termites and carpenter
ants can do that.
Wow. And the treatment you do to the trees would be the same treatment you do to the home?
We put a termiticide around the trays.
Okay.
It doesn't hurt the roots. It doesn't hurt anything. It helps.
Yeah.
Not 100% guaranteed because we can't get inside the tree.
Right.
So it's more of a preventative that we put around the outside and hope that they come out and forage. And that's where we worry about the homes because they do come out and forage. So if they hit the chemical on the outside of the tree, it should eliminate the population. So
termiticide is what you're using on homes?
Correct.
And where do you put the termiticide?
Right around the foundation.
Okay.
And if there's the concrete slabs that are up against the homes, we drill holes every 10 or 12 inches apart. We pump the chemical in and we seal everything back up with concrete.
What else can we do to prevent termites from coming into our home?
There's what they call bait stations, termite bait stations that could be put in place. It's a little pricey. It does work. It's great for a preventative.
How long does that last?
They're checked every year.
Okay.
It really depends on the environment they're in. If there's a lot of water, landscaping destroys them a lot. Irrigation systems, the water's constantly on.
Oh, okay.
So they might last a year and then they're going to have to get replaced or replaced as we go.
Right.
So once they're in place, we come check them twice a year. So the first time's usually good. When we come back the second time, we'll find 2 or 3 stations that are wiped out or destroyed from something.
Yeah.
They have to be replaced.
My car ran over my sprinkler head the other day, so I'm sure similar stuff like that happens to termite traps.
Exactly.
So speaking of landscaping, what do you recommend for around the foundation of the home? A lot of people like boxwoods and flowers, so.
Try to keep as much clear as possible. Keep the foundation clear 4 to 6 inches from the bottom up. So, if you want an inspection every year, that's the best way for our technicians or any technician to be able to spot something. If you have your mulch all the way up against your siding, you're just asking for a problem.
Okay.
Your foliage, your plants, your flowers, your bushes, try to keep them a couple feet away from the house so somebody can walk back behind it.
Right, so they can see what's going on.
So you can see what's going on.
Yep.
And be able to treat it. We've had situations where bushes were right up against the house and roots are up against the house and we can't treat it.
Oh, so sometimes you can't treat it.
Right.
Okay.
Properly. I mean, it can be treated, but it's not, we don't feel it's 100%.
Right. Okay. Good to know. In Upper Township, I hear a lot of people complaining about their gnats and mosquitoes. Correct. What do you recommend for that?
For a home remedy or just in general?
Let's do both.
Okay. Well, a chemical treatment. We do 1,000 homes a season.
Wow.
And we come out once a month every 30 days. And we spray the yards, which helps a lot with the mosquitoes. The gnats themselves, they don't land on anything.
Oh.
Mosquitoes land on the grass, they land on the trees, they land on the bushes, especially in the morning. and at dusk to get the moisture.
Okay.
That's how they drink.
Oh.
Especially if there's no water source. So to get that moisture. So when they do that, they ingest the chemical that was put out. The home remedy is you put bowls out around your house. It's apple cider vinegar, a sweet sugary substance. It could be like a syrup,
Okay.
like honey, like maple syrup or something,
Right.
and dish soap.
Okay.
What happens is they are attracted to it, and once they get in, the dish soap sticks them there, and they can't get out.
Okay.
Citronella candles is another big one, but the misconception about them is you just can't put them all around your yard because it's not going to work.
Okay.
Because they'll just fly over top of them and come right in the middle and come get you. You got to put the citronella candles close to you.
Okay.
So, you know, if you're at the table like we are, there should be one maybe at the end of the table or really close to the table
Okay.
to keep them away from you. If you're on a deck, on rails, maybe put a couple on the rails,
Okay.
you know, within 10
Really
5 or 10
surround
feet.
yourself.
Like surround yourself with them.
Okay.
And they won't bother you. They don't like the smell. It doesn't kill them, but just
Keeps them away.
keeps them away.
And what about the gnats?
Same thing with the gnats.
Okay. They don't like citronella
They don't like
either?
citronella, no.
Okay. Good
No.
to know. Okay. Well, I think we have most of what we need for today. Thank you for meeting me here at Cameron Park in Palermo.
You're welcome.
And
Enjoy it.
I'll see you soon.
Absolutely. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Sean.